y'all, welcome back to the channel. I got something awesome. Trash Panda Disc Golf. My box finally arrived after this little reveal. I'm gonna go to the field, test it out, compare it against some of my favorite putters. I've heard it compared to some others on the market, but I'm gonna compare it to some of my favorites and see how the flight difference is. So, Trash Panda. Got some funny stuff on the inside of the lid, which I am a fan of. It's like, reuse this box. Don't know how to reuse it. Here's an idea. Ship a disc in it. That's what it's made for. Idea number 2. I might try this. Idea number 2. Let's see. Put pebbles in it. Okay. Pebbles are easy to find. Tape it shut. Now it's an instrument. Drop an album, get famous. So, after you read the fun stuff on the inside of the lid, they've got this paper. I almost thought it was a paper towel, honestly, but it's definitely nicer than that. It's made to be reusable, environmentally conscious packaging. And then got some cool stickers here. Is that, yeah, that's right, set up for you now. Trash Panda Disc Golf. I'm guessing this is kind of pointing to the recycling symbol. So that's a cool call out. Trash Panda sticker, also cool. And the inner core. So, a couple of cool things right off the bat. There's no stamp on top. I'm sure that's not like the most environmentally conscious thing out there. So it's embossed into the mold. So Trash Panda website, inner core, and it uses the little space around the sprue for the O in core. So that's cool. And then it also has the recycling symbols on there because this disc is recyclable itself. It's made of recycled material and it's recyclable. So that's really cool. Recycled in Colorado. Hashtag grow the sport sustainably. So initial thoughts on this flight plate mold line, quite a bit of flashing. It doesn't feel bad, but it's really noticeable. Maybe just because it's a putter, maybe it wouldn't be as noticeable on a driver, or it'd feel worse. Anyways, it's there. Flashing on the bottom of the rim though, feels really good. I don't think there's anything there at all. So there's that. The rim, it's really firm. Like the flight plate itself, I mean, this is also a 162, so there's less plastic in there. The flight plate itself is pretty flexy, but the rim feels solid, so I bet it's gonna spin really good. Kind of reminds me of like a miniature Ultimate lid, not at all in its shape, but in the fact that like the flight plate creates a rigidity to the mold and the hand feel that the flight plate doesn't, you know, necessarily have. One interesting thing about mine that I'll note, it is quite puddle topped, except for the center, like where the sprue is, you know, on top, that little dimple there, it pops up a little bit, but the flight plate at large is puddle top. So low speed, low glide, at least for this one. So I'm curious how torque resistant it is and how it flies. But I think that's enough speculation. Let's go to the field and see how it flies. I'm throwing it up against a Maiden. This one's 174, so not quite fair. I think this one's the one that really doesn't fit, but I had it, so I grabbed it. Crystal Fierce from 2020. Neutron Pilot. 174 Eternal Bullet from Mint. A 167 Eternal Bullet from Mint. A kind of beat in 2020 Luna, and let's see how they fly. I have not thrown this yet, so this will be the first throw right here. I'll warm up with these first. And we've got a basket that's about just shy of 200 feet, so like 195 or something like that. Pilot here. And we have a left to right crosswind. When I set this up, it was a tailwind, but we got a storm coming in. So, oh no, it's like left to right, over the shoulder, tailwind. That was the worst one so far. All right, now what you're all here for, inner core, Again, this one's 162. I got a little bit of a tailwind. First throw, I haven't thrown this yet. So initial thoughts, flipped up and moved right. It didn't really like dump, you know, it wasn't in danger of cut rolling or anything. But definitely the least stable out of the bunch. Really matches that lightweight Eternal Bullet, which makes sense because that Eternal Bullet is the only other lightweight disc that I brought. So an intentional bonus test in this video is, it's been raining on and off. It's going to rain more. All these discs are very wet. Some of them are a little muddy now. I haven't toweled them off yet because I was noticing it's the tactile difference. The more I rub my finger on this inner core, the better it feels, but it is very slick. Like, it's not making any noise, no friction with my fingers, compared to like Eternal Plastic that, sorry if that was too close to the mic, but Eternal Plastic, still pretty slick, but at least it's got a little bit of some oomph on it. Z Swirl, very similar to the Eternal. Z Crystal. Let's put those on the ground. They're not clean anyways. Neutron, slicker than Z. Interesting. Probably just as slick as the recycled inner core plastic. Oh, that's Eternal. And then the Dymax plastic. Maybe it's just the opaque plastics are a little slicker than the clear plastics. So yeah, I'll get these toweled off and throw them for round 2. All right, so for round 2, I'm not gonna throw the Pilot or the Maiden. The bead, they're like a bigger volume rim. They don't fly like the inner core, so I don't think they really add to the video from here on out. So good discs, love them. They're just not gonna be in this comparison. And we're gonna go from most stable to least stable being the inner core. Oh, now that it's been dried, still a little on the slick slide compared to like the Eternal. Yeah, lots of tack on these translucents. Definitely good. It's not slick anymore, but not as good. Go back to these other opaque ones. Oh, I got really good grip on those. So stays a little on the slick side. Maybe for the 3rd round, I'll put some like grip enhancer on, but we'll see if it actually affects anything. So Heavy Bullet seemed like the most stable one that's left. Just threw those complete opposite. Fluffed that one. Hit a little, flip to flat and drift past the basket. I'm gonna try and do the same thing with this inner core. Get it to flip up since I know it's understable. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Smoked it. Bet that went 230, but that flipped up really nicely. I threw that one a little harder than I did the first time. For round 3, my towel's getting kind of soaked using this grip enhancer that I put together. Sorry, I'm really close to the camera. Using this grip enhancer that I put together, some nesting minis. Still keep it in a Ziploc bag just in case it gets hot and leaks. Surf Wax. This is Mr. Zog's Sex Wax, the purple. So that's for the colder weather. I'm not getting it on my fingers. I'm just like pressing my fingers in it. It's good to go. Mid swing, I was like, you just gripped up. Like, don't rip it. You're gonna. So maybe messing with the consistency of this video a little bit. That's weird. Maybe it's just in my head. It seems like my release point's off. And inner core, it's got some towel stuff on there. Surf Wax feels like it's almost gone, but flip up, drift right. Yeah, really nice. So thanks for watching. This has been the review of the Trash Panda inner core. Again, our fairway here was 197, 200 feet. I didn't really set up a tee box. Yeah, I'm a fan for sure. I love my lightweight bullet, and I could say that's probably what I would compare it to the most. Maybe the weight had something to do with that, but it's pretty rad, especially if you're into, you know, being green, taking care of the planet as you should, in my opinion. Yeah, check out Trash Panda. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.